It is not nice in boxing, I can tell you that. But today, you just don't dry out. You don't make those sacrifices. There's a new day for athletes.
And here's a man who's made sacrifices for 9.5 years as a professional. Among those sacrifices, of course, because of the worldwide resistance to athletes from South Africa during the era of apartheid. Pierre Coetzer had to wait until recent years before he was ever able to fight in the United States, and those fights took place virtually under cover of media darkness in places like Williamson, West Virginia, and Biloxi, Mississippi.
You mentioned that I had come from Spain, where I saw some bullfights, Jim. One of the things that amazed me about the bullfights in Spain, George, is that the newspapers the next day review the bulls almost as seriously as they review the bullfighters, because there's an implicit understanding that without a good bull, a brave bull, you can't have a good prize fight. Well, this guy is a good, brave bull, and we're going to have a fight here tonight, and you think maybe a big upset.
And there's a look at Pierre Coetzer's record: 39 wins, 2 losses. Both losses against Bernard Benton and Ossie Ocasio were eventually avenged. Benton by knockout, Ocasio in a 10-round decision just a few months after Evander Holyfield collected his victory over Osvaldo Ocasio. Tail of the tape, these are 2 big heavyweights, 6'5" and 6'4". You see Bowe's weight of 245. Most ringside observers believe he weighs somewhere closer to 235 and was messing with our minds at the weigh-in. Coetzer is in great shape at 215. Punch stat numbers, Larry.
Here's a profile of how active these fighters are, and as you can see, Bowe is much more the accurate puncher. And these are the jabs they throw. Bowe is a more accurate puncher because he throws many more jabs.
And rules of the bout for our unofficial scorer, Harold Letterman.
Riddick, Bowe, and Pierre Coetzer will fight tonight using the rules of the Nevada State Athletic Commission. 12 rounds, 3 judges scoring the fight on a 10-point must system, no standing 8 count. The 3 knockdown rule is in effect, Jim, and you can be saved by the bell in the last round only. And Jim, in case a cut is caused by an accidental headbutt, we go to the scorecards after 3 rounds have been completed. Before that, it's a technical draw.
Now let's go up to ring announcer Michael Buffer for the pre-fight introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, Main Events Monitor Productions and Cedric Kushner Productions, along with the undisputed, undefeated king of beer, Budweiser, present the first of 2 featured bouts this evening. This bout is sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission, Chairman Luther Mack, Commissioners Nat Carasali, Dr. Elias Ghanem, Bruce Lane, and Dr. James Nave, Chief Inspector Mark Ratner. Our physicians at ringside, Dr. Flip Homansky, Dr. James Wishgame, and Dr. Al Capana. The timekeepers, Jane Broadfoot and Mike Lachella. The scoring for this bout will be done on a 10-point must system, and the 3 judges assigned at ringside are Patricia Jarman, Art Laurie, and Dalby Shirley. And when the bell rings, the man in charge of the action, Nevada's own Mills Lane. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the Mirage here in Las Vegas, Nevada, let's get ready to rumble! This is a WBA heavyweight elimination bout scheduled for 12 rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the purple trunks with white trim and weighing in at an even 215 pounds. He brings a professional record of 39 victories with 27 KOs, only 2 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, from Johannesburg, South Africa, the #1 ranked WBA heavyweight contender in the world, Pierre Coetzer. And across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, his opponent, wearing the black trunks with multicolored trim, weighing 245 pounds, this 1988 Olympic silver medalist has gone on to a perfect record of 30-0, 26 KOs. He's the #2 ranked WBA contender in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, Brooklyn, New York's pride and joy, the undefeated Riddick Big Daddy Bowe.
All right, now listen, Eddie, if he goes right there, I'm not going to call it low. right there, I'm not going to call it low, okay? You've already been through the instructions one time. Pick a tough, clean fight. Protect yourself at all times. Any questions here? Any questions here? Let's get it on.
Let's keep in mind that Coetzer can be hit, does bleed. If he gets past a couple of rounds, it could be a long, tough fight.
Round one begins. Riddick Bowe exceptionally relaxed, even playful in the ring in the minutes before the fight. That could be good, George, or it could mean that he hasn't taken the task seriously enough.
I think it's the latter. He's like a little baby. You look in his face and you got to fall in love with Riddick Bowe. But believe me, tonight, he's in against a real fighter.
No love match as Pierre Coetzer comes straight forward, and incidentally, after a pre-fight battle over the question of what kind of gloves would be worn, they eventually settled on the ones that Riddick Bowe favored. Reyes gloves rather than Everlasts. They are known as puncher's gloves. They are particularly devastating against fighters who cut easily, and that is one of Coetzer's weak points.
Don't hit. Come on, come on, come on.
For weeks now, Bowe has been promising that Coetzer would take an early nap.
Get off that neck, Coach. Get off that neck. Come on.
He told us in a meeting yesterday that he trains for 12 rounds, but this is one night when he will definitely be hoping to score an early knockout. If he doesn't get it, how much frustration might ensue?
This isn't the Coetzer I've seen in the past. He starts off normally a little quicker and a little more vicious.
Well, Coetzer may have started cautiously because he knows about the powerful overhand right-hand punching of Riddick Bowe. He may want to feel that blow just a few times, George, to gauge it before he decides how much he wants to rush in.
He's definitely added a little smartness to that toughness he's got.
Left hook by Coetzer, goes to the body with the left. Bowe firing the jab, and there's the overhand right. Just missed.
And I think Coetzer was waiting on that just to taste it a little bit. Then here I come.
I think you're right. Now Coetzer knows what he wants to do and begins to press forward. He will make himself a target for Bowe. And those who believe that Bowe is going to score the spectacular knockout point to that as the reason why. Coetzer doesn't have a lot of head movement. He is not a safety-first fighter.
This is the most I've seen.
Good straight right hand. Left hook just missed for Bowe. Now the right hand lands. And again, two right hands by Bowe. Coetzer with another left hand, and Bowe lands the right twice more. We've got a first-round brawl, and Pierre Coetzer is getting hit too much.
Bowe's got hit in the face with a good left hook that time.
They're both trading shots here, George.
It's not one-sided.
Uppercut for Bowe, left hook for Coetzer. And what a last minute of round one.
Well, I said he was a good bull.
Okay.
Early in the round, Coetzer was measured. Good straight right hand. And one of the things we have found out about Coetzer is he can't hurt Bowe. The question is, can Bowe hurt him?
Here we go.
Coetzer landed some very solid punches, didn't shake Bowe.